There is nothing more frustrating to a customer than having to bring their car back because their brand new brakes aren't working right. Whether it's mushy brake feel, squealing, or brake judder when they step on the pedal, it causes irritation, bad will, and lost productivity and profits for your shop. In almost all cases, either not using the right suitable pad or improper installation causes these common customer complaints. Here are the 5 top tips to prevent install comebacks. Tip number 1. Choose the correct friction material. Be sure you're installing the most suitable friction compound for the driver's vehicle, driving style, and conditions. Learning a little about your customer and educating them on pad characteristics across the Centric product line help them make an informed decision and allow you to sell a brake pad that will perform to their expectations. Tip number 2, keep it clean. Even the slightest amount of oil or contaminants on the rotor or pad surfaces can cause problems during the bed-in process. Think like a surgeon and keep everything clean. Wash brake system components with soap and water, and don't forget to clean the hub. Small particles of dirt or rust can increase lateral runout, affecting fitment and performance. Be sure to grease the caliper slide pins and abutment clip mating surfaces, as well as the pad shims if applicable. Tip number 3. Always measure installed lateral runout. Even with new rotors, though rotors seldom have any runout right out of the box, it can build up from debris between the hub and rotor and improper wheel fastener torque during installation. Use a dial indicator to measure runout across the rotor face, being sure to refer to OEM service information for correct specifications. Tip number 4. Properly bleed the system. Bleeding did not go out of style with medieval medicine. It's a critical step after replacing pads or any time a hydraulic line is opened. Poorly bled brakes lead to a mushy brake feel, premature pad wear, and rotor failure. While a quick wheel-in bleed might work in some situations, many modern ABS-equipped vehicles require you to perform an electronic bleeding procedure using a scan tool. Always refer to OEM service information for proper bleeding procedures for the vehicle you are servicing. And tip number 5, properly bed the pads. If you are installing pads with high-performance, high-temperature friction material, proper bed-in will help take full advantage of the pad's performance characteristics and help prevent brake judder. The bedding-in process gradually builds up heat in the rotors and pads and allows the pad to create a transfer layer of material on the rotor surface. Of course, a clean rotor surface is critical to this process, so if you're not replacing the rotors, you must resurface them to remove the previous transfer material and minimize runout. To bed-in pads, perform a moderately aggressive road test to heat up the pads and rotors. Then, let them cool down over a mile or two of easy driving. Don't come to a full stop until everything has cooled down, or you risk creating pad imprints that will surely cause problems down the road. So there you have it. 5 simple tips to minimize brake install comebacks. Get used to performing them on every brake service, and you, your shop, and most importantly, your customers will be loving life. From lab to lift, Centric Parts delivers.